After I just got baited like a motherfucker by Azamouse with his dog shit tier list. I knew it was a rage bait video. I knew he was gonna rage bait me, and he rage baited me. It's now time for me to make a proper tier list of World of Warcraft expansions, and I'm gonna explain why each and every single expansion is what it is. Because I'm gonna be real, some of these takes from some people are terrible. We're gonna start with Shadowlands. Shadowlands is bad. I would put it in extremely bad because of the storytelling and lore, but in terms of gameplay, it did have Castle Nathria, it did have some decent elements. So for me personally, it's extremely bad Omega LOL. Because so much of what they did to the game world and the storytelling and everything really did make the game a worse experience for me overall. But across the board, it was not as bad for a lot of people. But for me, it definitely goes in extremely bad Omega LOL. Torghast, the storytelling, the jailer retconning everything, the continuation from BFA after what BFA did to the world and storytelling. Across the board, Shadowlands belongs in at best bad. For certain people, it could even be considered mid, but it is nowhere above that. It stays down here, and if you put it anywhere above, your opinion does not matter. Cataclysm. Cataclysm is mid or okay, I take it. And I'm gonna change this to S tier, A tier, B tier. I'm gonna leave mid. I'm gonna go F tier and dog shit. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And I'll look at your tier list afterwards, chat. So we can move on. I'm gonna take Cataclysm from B tier down to mid. Cataclysm was not that bad. It was overtuned. It was hard. It changed the world. It added a lot of systems people didn't dislike, that people disliked. A lot of things that made the game experience across the board a far cry from the classic experience of, vanilla to Wrath of Lich King. But everybody that's saying F tier, dog shit, terrible, the yada yada yada, it's not really fair because Cataclysm is bad in comparison to some of the early expansions, but it's not terrible. So it deserves to be in mid tier because it's a mid expansion. Dragonflight is another mid expansion. I played Dragonflight here or there. I enjoyed it for what it was. I enjoyed some of its systems, some of its mechanics. I didn't really play very much. I didn't even buy the expansion till the very end. But Dragonflight is the same as Cataclysm for me. An okay experience. Dragonflying was really fun. The Evoker class is cool. I hated the new dragons. They weren't really cool as a race. They should have had the option to be the slim femboy dragon and the big boy bear dragon. But we only got the femboy dragon. I ain't trying to be a femboy. Ain't nothing wrong with femboys. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to be one. So Dragonflight sits in mid for me. We're gonna move on to Legion. Legion is an A tier expansion. Legion is really good. In fact, for a lot of people, Legion would even be S tier. The reason Legion is A tier for me is because as good as Legion is, it's a very modern game, a very modern system. I love the legendaries. I love the acquisition of my class weapon, the mage tower. In fact, putting Legion in A tier kind of does it a mild disservice. But Legion also fixes the issues of the lore with TBC and what they did to Illidan. Legion was a very good fan for a very good experience. The raids were good. A lot of it was quality. The zones were good. I would put Legion in between, right here between S tier and A tier. I'm gonna leave it in A tier for now, but I may move it up or down as I go through the rest of the list. Classic WoW, S tier. Now, I'm gonna explain why Classic WoW is S tier. Classic WoW is S tier because it set the foundation of the modern day MMO. Does it still hold up as much? No. Classic 2019 and Vanilla 2004 are above S tier. They're up here. The grandfathers of gaming, etc. Season of Mastery? Mid. Season of Discovery? A tier. Anniversary? B tier. But Classic 2019 and 2004 are S tier. So they're going straight there in S tier. Hands down, no questions or nothing. Warlords of Draenor is F tier. It's not as bad as Shadowlands, but Warlords started S tier. Then they left no content in the game, so it kept going down, and then they selfie sticked us over here, so it goes down to F tier. But Warlords had amazing raids. Blackrock Foundry is one of the best raids ever made. Blackrock Foundry gets up there. Blackrock Foundry is definitely is an S tier raid in and of itself. The story and the cinematics were really cool till they gutted it because Chris Metzen got let go. So they just scrapped the Warlords of Draenor. So Warlords of Draenor goes down to F tier. And the reason why Anniversary is B tier is because I'm just sick and tired of running Classic over and over and over again. It's not the greatest experience to have very minimal changes and keep holding the game for what it is right now. So I am putting Classic at S tier for Classic 2019 and 2004 both get S tier. Mists of Pandaria actually goes into B tier. Really good expansion, really good raids, some of the best PvP ever made. It's 100% going in B tier. It's a genuinely solid, smooth experience. It's not for me, but it's not retail, but it's also not classic. So I'm giving it B tier because B tier is a fair rating for what Mists of Pandaria is. BFA. For me, BFA goes in F tier because BFA shit on the story so heavily that I'm still pissed off about what they did. BFA leads to Shadowlands. I'm not even going to really go into all the systems and the gameplay and the mechanics because you had Azerite, you had your Azerite gear with the upgrade and the stupid systems, but it did have cool things. Warfronts could have been way better, but the Warfronts it didn't play off well. The story is just pure dog shit, I'm gonna be real about it. Island Expeditions could have been cool, but were again very middling as an experience. There's just a lot that's wrong with Battle for Azeroth, so going in F tier is good, but it's definitely not dog shit like Shadowlands. The Burning Crusade, for me, is S tier. TBC is an S tier expansion. It's where I truly got into the game, where I truly got to experience a lot of the systems and the gameplay and the mechanics, the raids, the world. The story was bad. TBC's story was not good, so I'm dropping TBC in terms of gameplay, lore, world, everything, like the raid, how the classes played, arenas, TBC is S tier. But just because of the story, it's going into A tier. Just because of the story. They butchered Illidan's story to make him a raid boss for no reason other than Illidan as a raid boss will sell copies. And I'm still upset about that. But in terms of just the gameplay and world, S tier. But what the story did to Illidan as a character, Illidan is my favorite character in World of Warcraft, and they shit the bed with Illidan. So it goes into A tier. Wrath of the Lich King is S tier. And I'm going to explain why. TBC is a better experience to me than Wrath of the Lich King. But Wrath of the Lich King did good by Arthas' story. Wrath of the Lich King did good for closing this chapter of the Lich King. Wrath of the Lich King was a good experience in terms of the first time around the PvP, the raiding, the open world, the zones, the music, the sound design, the raid experiences. Ulduar is top tier. ICC is top tier. So much of Wrath of the Lich King was a finale, a climax to the experience that everybody had been playing. That's why they kept going down afterwards, because the experience was done. You did Classic, TBC, Wrath of the Lich King, easy peasy, we're done, let's move on. And that's why I started to go down slowly after Wrath. But it was a really, really good experience overall. I don't really have to sing its praise or sing its storytelling or sing anything else like that. Wrath of the Lich King is just a phenomenal experience. Anybody that says otherwise is just full of shit. The War Within. It's honestly B tier. What I had there I enjoyed. I kind of wish there was an extra tier here because I would put the War Within between these two. I'd put the War Within right about here. Some parts of the War Within are B tier, some parts are mid. It's kind of hard to really say where it truly belongs. Either way, it'd be fine. It's not F tier. It's better than Dragonflight. But is it better than Mists of Pandaria? I'm confused. So for me, I would put the War Within over here in B tier for now, because it's setting up a storyline, an arc, an experience. It's setting up the game for what it is. It's okay. There's nothing truly amazing about it. There's nothing really terrible about it. But the sound design, as usual, is really good. Adding the Undermine, adding Koresh, adding a bunch of locations that people have been looking forward to for a long time. It's an experience where you could truly put it anywhere. I know for some people it could be A tier, for some people it could be F tier. That's why I believe it deserves to be in the middle right here, between B and mid. Because what I played of the War Within was a good experience. It was definitely one of the better WoW expansions in a long time. But across the board, it just doesn't hit right, but it doesn't hit bad. I could see myself playing the War Within and having a good time, but I just see a reason to truly play the War Within much more than I already did. But it does set up Midnight WoW and a bunch of other things, so I'm gonna leave it there at B tier. Now, I played the shit out of Classic. I played the shit out of Wrath of the Lich King. I played the shit out of Legion. I played the shit out of the Burning Crusade. I skipped Mr. Pandaria initially, but I did play Mr. Pandaria the lead up to Warlords of Draenor, and it was a good, smooth experience. It's just the pandas, trying to take myself out of what it did to the story initially. Mr. Pandaria deserves to be B tier, but my personal experience would put it closer to mid, but I have to remove that objectivity from it and put it where it belongs, which is B tier. Cataclysm, I played the shit out of. It was a good experience. Dragonflight, I played a decent amount of towards the end in the lead up to the War Within. But again, it was like, they're just okay. They're not bad. F tier, Warlords of Draenor, I played a shit ton of Warlords of Draenor, but it's also where the game died. It deserves to be in F tier. Battle for Azeroth, I also played a lot of, and I quit Battle for Azeroth to play Classic 2019. I played Shadowlands. I regret playing Shadowlands. I wish I skipped Shadowlands. What a dog shit experience. Truly a terrible, terrible stain on World of Warcraft's legacy. And no, I did not play vanilla. I was too young to play vanilla. I played TBC. I did get to experience that vanilla vibe in the sense that I didn't truly raid or experience the world like a lot of people did. I just played the world, leveled, quested, and had a good time and like the TBC for the vanilla portions of the game. But I didn't really do any vanilla raids or things like that. So I'm rating it based on Classic 2019. But thank you all for watching this tier list after Azemouse rage baited me. I hope this is less rage baity. And whether you disagree on every point or some points, I completely get it. This list is my personal experience and how I would rate things in a fair, concise manner. Thank you all. Ebonheart out. Peace.